have fight with your husband, so which language do you prefer to fight with your husband?
Prefer only English language.
Learning a single word or single vocabulary, I would focus only on learning a particular sentence structure. Well, welcome to the session. Good afternoon, and just tell me, how are you doing?
Yeah, very good afternoon, ma'am. I am fine and thanks for asking. What about you, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm also fit and fine in front of you.
Okay.
Not
So we are
feeling
looking
so
for
excited because of the day, but yeah, I'm so excited because today, as we are meeting for the very first time, we are going to have session, and I hope that it will be turn out into a very wonderful session. So, what do you feel like?
Yeah, today I am so happy, ma'am, because today I am talking to you. So that's why I am
Hmm.
very.
So yeah, I think as we are meeting for the very first time, so I think before diving deep into the session, we should firstly introduce ourselves. Am I right?
Yes, yes, why not, ma'am? So, first of all, thanks for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. As you know, my name is Sandhya Mishra and I am from UP. UP in Bagi Balia district. I am postgraduate and I am running my own institute. It means I provide online and offline spoken course. It's all about me. Thanks. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
And would you like to introduce yourself?
What are your hobbies? What are your hobbies?
Hello.
I want to know from you, what are your hobbies? What would you like to do, especially in your
Yes,
leisure time?
definitely, I will tell you, ma'am. If I talk about my hobbies, so my hobbies are reading book and listening music, cooking, traveling. So I have lots of hobbies, ma'am.
So many things are there in your bucket list. Okay. So now I'm going to introduce myself before you. So as you know, my name is Yashoda and currently I'm connecting to you, Kaushambi, Uttar Pradesh. Talking about my education or qualification. So I have done my schooling from Hindi medium school and it's been 2 years. I have been working on my communication skill. Apart from this, I'm a homemaker. I'm a YouTuber and I'm kind of a person who is always hoping for the good. Means I always try to find out only happiness in my life. That's it. And especially in my leisure time, I would like to read books and listening to spiritual content. It could be anything. It could be podcast. It could be any spiritual song or any particular guru like Sadhguru Ji, Gopal Das, Swami Mukundanand, Premanand Maharaj Ji. Any one of them, I would like to listen. So that's it all about me. So
So,
I would like to
like,
know from you, how long have you been learning this language?
ma'am, I have completed 3 months.
Okay, it's been 3 months. So
Yeah.
how's your journey? How's your journey and how's going on?
Ma'am, I have to face a lot of problem, but in my beginning time, but now I am able to speak. Now I can speak fluently. So now you can say, ma'am, I am moving towards the right way.
Hmm. And I think your son or daughter, perhaps it could be anyone, he's trying to see on the camera, on the mobile phone. Am I right?
Yeah, right, ma'am. Ma'am, I am mother of one kids, and my son always speak English because I am creating English environment in my society and in my village.
Hmm. Okay, that's wonderful. The thing that you are doing. It's really very wonderful job to create that English environment, especially if you live in a village. Despite not having any environment, if you are taking this initiative to create this, then I think we should definitely clap for you, just to praise
Thank
you.
you, ma'am. Thank you,
And
thank you.
this appreciation, it's really needed for you,
Yeah, ma'am.
just
Yeah.
to keep you keep you motivate and keep you inspired to be on this journey. So, by the
Yeah.
way, your husband or your all family members, do they speak English or
Yeah,
not?
my in-laws does not speak English, but my husband and my son also speak the English language with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, especially whenever you have fight with your husband, so which language do you prefer to fight with your husband?
Prefer only English language.
Even
Because
fighting.
yeah.
Oh, that's really good to know. So, I think whenever you have fight with your husband. So I think for some villagers, it could be really very difficult for them to understand.
No,
Are they
ma'am. But,
fighting or are they talking to each
if
other?
I talk about, but if I talk about myself, so that time I always just speak English only. I do not use Hindi.
Hmm.
That time my
I
native
got
language is
it.
Hindi, but that time I do not. Yes, 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 ma'am.
I think this is the merits of having conversation in a room.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I also when
Power
I
cut.
make conversation video, that time I always make a video in my room. But today I thought because sun is shining, so that's why today I thought no, today I will make conversation video with Dehati ma'am on the terrace.
Okay, I think it's a very nice thing that you are going to have your have conversation with me, especially on the terrace. But earlier I used to do the same. I used to have conversation anywhere, everywhere. But just because of it's been 3 years, I've been suffering from some ear problems. So now I prefer to have conversation sitting in my room and sitting on my bed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, ma'am,
So I
do you have any?
yeah.
Uh,
What I
do you have any kids?
I don't have any kids, but I don't make me feel embarrassed about this thing because I have my own daughter. I haven't delivered her. My sister-in-law, she has delivered her. She is just 3 months old. So whenever I feel like I just play with her, there is no doubt.
Yeah,
She's also my
yeah, ma'am.
baby.
I saw that video. I saw that video.
And I think she's born only for
Yes,
me.
yes.
That's why she was born, especially on the Navratri. And in Navratri, I was fasting. I always fast 9 days. So she was born on the
Wow.
7th day of the Navratri, especially the 9th October.
Oh my God. It's mean Shakti Durga, right?
And that's why I gave her the name Ambika, because Ambika totally
Yeah.
belongs to Ma Durga,
Yes,
Ambe
yes. And
Mata.
Ambika is unique name, ma'am.
Yeah, I
Ambika.
think nowadays it's a trend. Everyone always wants to give their son or daughter a unique name. So I also tried a lot. Then I came across this name. This name came in my mind, and I just gave this name, this name to my daughter. And my mother-in-law, she's not able to pronounce the name, and whenever she tries to say Ambika, she always says America. Instead of Ambika, she always says America.
America.
Yeah, because villages, they are not uh, habitual to speak long names. They always give their sons very small names. Like my husband's name is Radhe, and my sister-in-law Sudha, Golu, Ashu. Only
And
two
your name
words.
is Yashoda.
Yashoda. Yashoda. Actually, the
Yeah.
reason why I am having this name because I was born on the same day of Janmashtami in 1994. So therefore, my grandmother, she gave me this name of Yashoda. If I
Yes.
were a boy, then she would have given me this name of, I think, definitely Kanha ji or
Yeah,
Krishna, these kind of names.
Kishan or Krishna.
Yeah.
I think.
And I think so far, I also feel like that my life is also like Yashoda ji.
Yashoda ji.
It,
Yeah.
to some extent, it's really very relatable.
Yeah, ma'am. Because you are popular. So
No,
that's
it
right.
doesn't mean that I'm popular, but I think life is all about people, they see only my side that is visible. That
Okay.
I always show that I'm getting famous, I'm getting like name, fame, and everything. But they can't see but my past, whatever has happened with me, whatever had happened with me, and whatever I went through. So I think I don't want to
No,
share
ma'am,
all those things.
I know your reality because I always watch your video.
Hmm.
So that's why I know more about you.
I think this, whatever I have shared after my marriage. But before my marriage, it was also very bad life. But I don't want to remind that life to me. I'm happy
Yeah.
with my life. I'm happy
But
with my
ma'am,
husband, my family.
it's only life, and life is ups and downs. So don't think about your past, ma'am.
Yes.
Should not think about our past because it's only life, ma'am, and we will have to face lot of problem in our life, in
I think
future, in present, and past. It does not matter, ma'am.
yes.
So don't think.
Yeah, you're right.
Ignore that time who always hurt you. Ignore that time.
I think, earlier, just because of I was not aware of these facts, which we can learn from Bhagavad Gita itself. And if you want, then nowadays, because of social media, especially YouTube, so many spiritual leaders are over there. You just need to follow all of them. Then you will understand how we need to live our life, how we need to
Yeah,
live our life.
you are right,
We
ma'am.
shouldn't run behind only happiness. Happiness will come in your life if you always try to find out only positive things, as well as you always
Yeah,
try to do only positive things. If you
yeah,
don't do bad karma, then you're not going to get bad things in result as an
yes,
outcome.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
So that's
So
why I
that's
am
why
a very positive-minded woman.
yeah, earlier I was a totally nostalgic person. I used to be worried only about my past, why this happened with me, why this person has done this to me. But I think it's totally useless to be worried about your past life or past events. If you want to be worried, then first of all, we don't need to be worried about anything because future is not in our hand. Whatever has happened, it's also not in our hand. What is in our hand? It's our present. So we should
Yes,
focus on present. We should do karma. Don't do procrastinate. Don't make excuses. If you have set a goal for you, then just try to think about the ways which you can use to master any skill to achieve your goals, to accomplish your goal, instead of being in your comfort zone. No, I think rather than you should go and try to find out someone or something or the other thing to do in your life. Because when we don't do anything na, then कहते हैं ना खाली दिमाग शैतान का घर. When we sit idle, then we think about ऐसा क्यों हुआ, ऐसा क्यों हुआ, वैसा क्यों हुआ. But when we try to totally immerse ourselves into doing something or the other thing, then our mind totally give attention to only that thing, how this thing will happen. Like in our
yeah,
test, in our school days, teacher used to give us a test. And at that very time, for half an hour or maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes, we totally used to use our brain. I have to find out the solution of this mathematics problem or anything. Then we used to use our brain. But now, after getting married, after having kids, being a homemaker, or after getting older, now we don't use our brain. So our mind is totally useless. So if you
useless.
want
Yeah,
to find out or make your mind intelligent, then you should try to do something or the other thing. There are so
yeah,
many activities are over there.
yeah. So, ma'am, I have one question for you. What should we do for learn this language?
What we should do to learn this language?
Yeah.
Okay. So first thing I would like to say here, or just share with all my viewers, that first thing that you need to do is you need to find out your particular way. You know, your particular aspect. Like there are four aspects to learn this language: listening, writing, reading, and listening. Speaking, sorry.
Speaking.
You have to find out which one do you enjoy a lot. For some people, they enjoy reading. Some people they enjoy
Listening.
like listening.
Listening.
Some people they
So
enjoy
what is
watching or
important part of this language or not? Listening is important part of this language or not? Because I think, in my opinion, when we listen our particular language, our brain is absorb the process of language, how it is work. So that's why I always suggest that listening is important part of this language.
and to be honest, I'm just telling you, this is the one particular practice that I used to do in my earlier days. I didn't focus on grammar, I didn't focus on reading as well. Even I'm a kind of person who is not fond of writing as well. So I used to do only listening practice, and I used to imitate. like I'm watching a content, so I used to imitate. After pausing that video, I used to imitate that particular
Yeah.
sentence. Instead of learning a single word or single vocabulary, I would focus only on learning a particular sentence structure or particular sentence. Because when you are learning words in a sentence instead of a word, then it will help you. Because in this way, you are not learning only a word, but also you are learning a particular sentence structure. Then you can find out in Google or in Chat GPT about that particular rule. You can make your own
So do
sentences,
you?
different
Uh,
sentences, and then you
yeah.
can use.
Yeah, ma'am. You are
I think,
right.
yeah, in my point of view, I would say learning a language, it's all about enjoying.
Yeah,
If
ma'am.
you are enjoying listening to others, then just go for it.
Yeah, you are right, ma'am.
If you like reading books, because reading is also very helpful for us, because the main purpose of us is we have to speak a lot. We have to make our mind, jaw, mouth, everything habitual to English language, and we can do by reading as well. There is no doubt. Speaking and listening to these things, all these three things are really very important. But when it comes to use new vocabularies, then writing is going to help you.
Yeah.
Because whenever we try to speak now, then it's
It,
really very difficult to
uh,
incorporate new vocabularies.
yeah, reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Four part is very important for learn this language, right, ma'am?
Yeah. And writing is important. It's really very vital for us to incorporate new vocabularies just by putting deliberately action. Like when
Okay.
we write, then everything is in our
Sorry to
control.
interrupt, ma'am. Sorry to
Everything is in
interrupt
our
because
control.
this
We can
one
use that
has
particular
has
word in
okay.
while writing, and then just by using writing it again and again and again, then our mind will get habitual to this.
Yes. Okay, ma'am. Sorry to interrupt. Actually, someone came at my home, so that's why I am going to.
Okay, no problem, no problem.
Thank
So
you,
it
ma'am.
will be,
Thanks for
it
giving
was,
me your
it was
valuable
really
time.
very nice conversation, and soon we will meet again.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Definitely,
just
ma'am. Definitely,
have that
we will.
sun bath, have that sun bath, and